There, we're heading home from Mum's first holiday in 6 years. Unfortunately, we couldn't see Northern Lights, but some things are just not meant to be. But we are off home. We just had food at Hard Rock Cafe. Mum's ready. We are underneath the staircase, as you do, ready to have some nachos. Oh, literally the first page. Messy burger. New messy chicken sandwich. But that one is quite big. Mum's gonna get the grilled Norwegian salmon. I am gonna get the classic nachos. Says they're shareables. Yeah, I don't know about that one, mate. I'm not gonna share. Definitely might get a dessert. Either a cheesecake or an ice cream. Grilled salmon. The salmon does look very nice. And here's my nachos. There's actually quite a lot. Oh my days. Not bad. It was a very nice meal. It was a bit pricey compared to other restaurants we've eaten at, but still a very good meal, and I do not regret it. I'm so full up in fact that I don't want any food on the plane. We're going at 6 a.m. That's our flight time, so we gotta leave for the airport. Not as early as we did last time, because London's a bit different. You gotta beat the traffic. Tromso's a bit easier, plus the airport's fairly close. So it'll be alright leaving like at 4 maybe 3:30 just to be safe. But yeah, it's coming to an end. Tromso's a nice city full of nice people. Unfortunately, there's a lot of bad weather as well. I do love snow, but it got too bad yesterday and it rained on top. Became very slippery, and there's avalanche risks, which is why our Northern Lights bus tour got cancelled today and yesterday. It was cancelled yesterday, rescheduled for another tour operator for today. They cancelled it today. Weather conditions, obviously safety. That's fine. We're not going to risk our lives anyway. But it just would have been nice, you know. Like, a lot of people try and see it and don't get to see it. We don't even get to try. We booked a minibus chase for the Aurora, specifically to chase the Northern Lights. Couldn't even do it because of the weather. Just bad timing. If we did the tour a few days ago, we'd been fine. Maybe would have seen it, because someone else we know did it, and she saw it on Saturday night a few days ago. It's Wednesday now. No, it's Tuesday now actually. So she saw it 3 days ago. Then we should have gone. It's just bad timing. Even if we did this holiday 1 week ago, would have been okay. But yeah, it's just bad timing. It happens. It's life. But yeah, we're heading home. By the way, we're staying at Comfort Express Tromso. Comfort Express Hotel Tromso. I've said it wrong like 4 times now. But it's a good hotel. We've enjoyed staying here. It's got a good location, like walking distance from all the tours, so no taxi fares. Fairly small city anyway, close to the airport, so it doesn't have the priciness of Radisson Blu or Clarion the Edge. Obviously better hotels, but it's cheaper, but also still good, and a very good location. So it's been a great hotel. So yeah, we're gonna chill in the room now. We can go to sleep. I might edit, we'll see. But yeah, it's like 4 in the afternoon, and we got a 6 a.m. flight, like I said, so see you at the airport. Davidoff, 3:16. Our flight 6:15 to Oslo. Then we got a transit, then a final flight to London. Very sad, Mum.
I am sad as well.
You're sad as well. You lost a day and a half as well. It's even worse for you.
Yeah.
Because I did like the dog sledding and stuff. And you still did like the other tours, the Arctic fjords, the reindeer sledding. You enjoyed that. You enjoyed feeding the reindeer. And the cruise, we didn't see the whales, but did you like the cruise?
Yeah.
You slept half of it, but when you were awake, when you went outside, it was good, right? So yeah, she still enjoyed herself for the most part, but she lost a day and a half because she didn't go dog sledding, and on the same day we meant to go to Northern Lights bus chase, but because of the extreme weather they cancelled it. They rescheduled it for the next day, and then the next day, with a different tour company of course, they cancelled it because of avalanche risks. And we went on, obviously in the morning of that day, the second day we meant to go, we went on a boat trip to see some whales, and then they had to turn back due to extreme weather in the ocean. So we kind of got like, she kind of did like half a tour in 2 days. And she got so bored that she came with me to the airport yesterday to collect my luggage that I lost at the airport a few days ago. So yeah, unfortunate. But you're going to Spain soon, yeah? Going to Spain soon. But we're both very sad. because we've ended this holiday on a downside. It started on a downside, of course, with lost baggage, but you know, that can be replaced, that can be found. But this experience, you know, she might not be able to go again, so yeah. Maybe I'll get another chance in future, but if I ever do see it, I'll definitely I'll definitely show you. But for now, I've shown you YouTube videos. I've shown you some. It looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been so cool to see it in person, but it is what it is. Let's head off and find our gate because nothing is open right now, and it's 3 hours to the flight, so we shouldn't have to get here this early anyway. I think there's another hour to spare, but there's kind of 2 terminals and one's temporary. I'm trying to like figure out which terminal we're at because over here it just says arrivals, but it also says backdrop over there, but there's no one there. Hold on a sec, before that I just literally turned around departures, so I'm guessing backdrop is here. We'll figure it out. Standing outside the airport terminal just to check if there's any northern lights is probably not worth it, right? Worth it if it's actually turning up, which it probably won't. We're in Oslo now. I'm knackered. We had a bit of a weird confusion at the airport. Luckily it was everyone, not just us. But it was like 4:30. There were like 4 flights, 6 or just after 6, and they'd not opened yet. Like the machines for checking in your, for getting your boarding pass and getting your luggage tags was fine, but then to actually drop your luggage off, it just said closed or something. All the machines were closed and it was all self-service. I'm just like, who's gonna come turn this all on? And at some point it turned on very late, especially considering they recommend turning up to the airport 2 hours early at least. 2 hours before the flights. it was within like 2 hours of like at least 3 flights, and like a lot of people were there just standing there confused, and I was just like, what's going on? But it did randomly turn on, so yeah. We got through security and we had about an hour before taking off, so it was still alright. And I slept through the whole flight. So Oslo is actually colder right now than Tromso, even though it's 2 hours down south from where Tromso is. Oslo is currently minus 12 degrees. Tromso is like minus 2 at the moment, so yeah, I felt it a bit. Fell asleep the whole time, obviously. When we got off the plane, Mum was rushing off for some reason. I'm just like, what's going on? I gotta zip up my fleece and my jacket. I can't zip up my jacket. We're like at the back of the plane as well, so I zipped up my fleece. I got off. You have to go down into the ice on the floor, walk across, and then go up another staircase. So we couldn't like go straight through, straight into the building. So I felt a bit of cold getting into the terminal. Only for a few seconds though, so that's good. But yeah, we've got a long transit now, so we're gonna get some food, and then we are off on our way home. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey. It's unfortunate it ended on a sour note, but it is what it is, you know. Bad weather can happen, and sometimes it can obviously ruin holidays. And it's not just us, you know. I've heard stories from other tourists that we've met. Some people got delayed even coming to Tromso because the weather was that bad, they shut down the airport for a bit. They couldn't land any planes at the airport on that day, so you know, it wasn't just us that was, you know, affected by something. People got directed here actually, temporarily, until they could fly here and fly to Tromso. So a lot of people's holidays have been messed up over these past few days, and unfortunately it's just bad timing. I even, like, one of my subs is from Tromso. And he said, like, the weather the last 2 months here has been perfectly fine. For Tromso standards, has been perfectly fine. And it just goes wrong the last few days. So, like, it's just really frustrating. Just the timing's really off. Even like a few days earlier, holiday a few days earlier, it would have been okay. But it is what it is. And as soon as this finishes, as soon as we go home, I'm pretty sure it's going to get a bit better as well, get a bit cleaner and clearer. But again, it's just bad timing, you never know, you know. We're not God, we can't predict anything. It is what it is. I know I keep sulking about it, but it's just that, you know, it's just such a big thing. I just really wanted to see, especially with Mum, and it just didn't happen. It would have been our great Christmas trip. And it still was, you know, we had did a lot of great things, but it just needed that Northern Lights touch. Didn't happen. I was holding up hope on the plane on takeoff. Maybe we'd see something on takeoff. Didn't happen, unfortunately, but it is what it is. You know, it's in the Arctic Circle. I know there's a lot of light pollution in the city, but even away from the city, you know, it can be very visible. Just didn't happen. So, yeah, off to London soon. Oh my word, I can't believe it. Truly inevitable. There's like 10 of these in every UK airport, sometimes more. You see them in airports like Australia, America, even Egypt, and at Norway. And I'm pretty sure Belgium is also another one. I'm telling you, man. W.H. Smith at airports, they are truly inevitable. Truly. Whether Salmon House. Is that another one? Another one over in Norway. It's more than one. You probably don't know, but that's very quiet for Heathrow. Normally this area is so packed. And I know it's like 3 in the afternoon, but Heathrow, 24/7 is busy. It's like, I think we're like the only flight there. And we were one of the last ones to leave as well on top of that. So like we got to the gates, there's only like 4 people waiting. So it's just like, it was surprisingly quiet. But we are home, happy to be home. Yeah, happy to be home. Sad to leave, but happy to be home. And we're gonna get the underground home as well. So that's gonna be a rough ride. It's very hot in the underground as well, and I'm wearing all these layers. So that's gonna be, that's gonna go well, isn't it? But be like over an hour journey home. Underground will be on one train for like over an hour, then get a second train underground for a stop, I think, and then an overground train for 4 stops. So we got a bit of way to go, but we got Oyster cards, we brought them along, and we'll be on our way when we get our luggage. So let's do this. Hopefully the luggage arrived. Fingers crossed. There's actually more than one flight here. It felt like we're the only plane that was disembarking. We're definitely not. There's other flights here. So how was security so quiet? It's just like, this is one of the busiest airports in the world. We chose a good time. But the only issue is, what we did not choose a good time for is travelling home, because it's going to be maybe like 3:30 by the time we get on the train. It's like 3 o'clock now. Rush hour London on the underground. That's already hot as it is. I'm not sure, mate. I'm really not sure. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get home. What a holiday, eh? It was so good and yet so sad at the same time because we couldn't see what we wanted to see the most. We should have done that tour first. That's all we had to do, and that's my fault. I did a whole vlog just for not being able to do it, so I need to stop talking about it. Stop talking about it and you can get over it, David. I'm gonna go back, maybe not Tromso, but I'm gonna consider things because I want to see things. I want to see it in person at some point, whether it's with someone or not. At some point I want to see it, and it's got to be in the winter. Obviously, you need it to be dark, clear skies. Tromso is obviously a city with light pollution, but even then, like, there's good areas outside Tromso that you can go to, and I'm sure the bus stop would have taken us somewhere nice. Like for that girl, they took her to the border of Finland. Finland's another option. Finland apparently is a great place to see it. There's Iceland. Those would be the cheapest options. See Sweden as well, and then there's like, obviously there's like Canada and stuff like that. But you know, one day, one day, it is what it is. But I've got some big travel plans this year. I've got a few weeks in Australia, a trip to America, and a couple other potential trips that I have not booked yet. So we could still have a great year, and we've had a good holiday here. It's just that, you know, it was good, just not great as it should have been. But yeah, the Christmas disappointment, I guess. But look, I still love dog sledding, even though I fell off 3 times. It was really a surreal experience. Reindeer sledding as well, and the Arctic fjords are beautiful to look at, so it wasn't all bad. Over an hour later, we're at the underground, almost there, more train, and then we are home and dry. We take videos of the trains I get on. I completely forgot 3 times. That's me today, it's very tired. But yeah, that costs £5.60 to get from the airport to here, over an hour long journey. It's not bad, especially compared to a Sony £2 Uber, or a £100 black cab, or a lift from that annoying relative you never met before. So, you know, it's good, you know, and it was quicker than we thought. And rush hour wasn't so bad until that last train there, so it wasn't the worst. But we're gonna get back, put our bags up there, and we're gonna go get some food somewhere, because we are both very hungry. And my mom says she wants to cook, but I'm just like, you don't need to cook, let's go out and eat somewhere. So yeah, a holiday that's been fun, but could have been so much better. And the thing I want to see the most I didn't get to see, so it's a bit of disappointment, but also a lot of fun. And it's certainly unforgettable, say that much. But yeah, Mom gave Rachel's holiday 7 out of 10. I'll give it the same. Would have been a 9.5 if you actually saw the lights, you know. It's just, I can't let that go. I want to see that again. I want to see that one day in person, not on video. Say bye. Bye-bye. I forgot about souvenirs. I normally do a separate video for souvenirs. I've only bought like a few. So Northern Lights hats, Tromso. Northern Lights keyring. It's got a nice Norwegian flag on it as well. And a Northern Lights fridge magnet to remind me of the time I went to see Northern Lights and didn't see it because of the weather. So yeah, I thought I'd just add that now because literally that's it. So what do I do, like a 3-second short? Not worth it. One more clip. I just thought I'd put this in because I think I went to bed like 7 p.m. last night and it's like past 10 a.m. now. So I've been asleep 15 hours straight. And I also slept on both planes, which is about 4.5 hours because I was 2 hours and 2.5. And I also, like, literally, like, I filmed takeoff both planes. I fell asleep, woke up on landing. And then at the airport in Oslo, I was asleep. We had like a 4-hour layover, but I was asleep for like an hour and a half of it. So that's 6 hours plus 15. I've been asleep 21 hours. I did have a lack of sleep pretty much every day. And on top of that, I was stressed for the last 2 days, not being able to do the tour. So, yeah, the result of that is 21 hours sleeping, 15 hours of those straight. Either that's really good or really bad, but I still feel like I'm aching and I'm tired. So I don't know.
I got work today, but it's in about 5 hours, so I got some time. But yeah, I mean, at least I'm getting refunds. A couple of refunds have come through already. I would rather have seen the tours, to be honest, but money's looking a bit better anyway. I'm going to Australia in 2 months, so there's always something at the end of the dark tunnel. My mom did message me as well. She's just like, I had a good time overall. First time in 6 years. Bless you. So she still had a nice message for me on WhatsApp. But I still feel bad that she didn't see the Northern Lights. And for the last 2 days, she did basically nothing. Even on the cruise, she was asleep half of it. We didn't even get to see the whales. So, maybe next time, eh? Maybe next time. It was just bad timing again, just bad timing, you know. If we did the holiday literally like not even the last week, but a couple days earlier, we'd have been okay. It's just a couple days earlier. Just the last 2 days, the bad weather just stops everything. But it is what it is. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. End on this souvenir because I forgot this one. It's basically a souvenir to me. We got this on the tour. Bought another one at the airport. It's basically Kit Kat. I don't know if it is Kit Kat officially, but it's Freya Kvik Lunds. It's literally Kit Kat, but it tastes exactly the same. But there's no indication it's actually Kit Kat. But I don't know. Maybe it's the licensed Kit Kat in Norway. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring it home because I like the packaging. And it's either it is Kit Kat or it's a carbon copy. So yeah, but apparently it's legal. So electric's 11.44. It was £20 on me left. Where's the £9 gone? That's ridiculous. See you later.